Have you ever trusted someone completely, only for them to stab you in the back? Imagine training a coworker, showing them the ropes, and then getting a text like this: "I love you, bud, but I'm cutting your throat." That's exactly what happened to me. And what I did next? Well, let's just say justice came crashing down. Literally. Before we dive in, hit that like button if you've ever been betrayed at work, or had to watch someone incompetent take credit for your hard work. Subscribe for more stories where patience, skill, and a little calculated risk turn betrayal into poetic revenge. I'm a millwright specializing in rebuilding natural gas turbines. Our crew? Top tier, each with a role that matters. My job was overseeing anything lifted with a crane. If a load falls on my watch, it's my fault. If someone is hurt, my fault. Equipment damaged? My fault. That's a lot of responsibility. But I like knowing I have full control over safety. 2 years ago, I was still a relatively new member of the crew. After 6 months, my superintendent trusted me to run all rigging operations. I wasn't the fastest rigger, but I was thorough. Safety first every time. That meant the superintendent could relax while I handled every lift meticulously. Then came Larry, another millwright who joined around the same time. Fast, strong, relentless, but impulsive. He wasn't especially skilled in any one area, which sometimes landed him on less glamorous tasks. And he became jealous of me, of my position. Comments like, "I'm gonna take your job," started popping up. He'd follow me around, point out supposed mistakes just loud enough for supervision to hear. Little jabs. Constant undermining. He made my life stressful in subtle ways. I should also mention something about myself. I stand out on this crew. Raised in a strict Christian cult, left it in my 20s, cut off from my family. I don't drink, smoke, or party like everyone else. I cook, sleep on time, and work hard. That's different from the crew. But Larry? He fit in perfectly. The superintendent's puppy, always cozying up, bringing him gifts, staying late, rooming together on the road. I let my work speak for itself. Visual cue. Rugged industrial site, protagonist checking crane, Larry shadowing him, subtle tension in body language. Fast forward 18 months. Project about to start. I had to leave for a mandatory union class, a full week out of state. I get approval, leave, trusting Larry to handle rigging. A few days later, I'm lying in bed stressing over my final exam when my phone buzzes. "I love you, bud, but I'm cutting your throat." What do you do with that? My response: be careful about cutting the throat of someone smarter than you. Not out of ego, but because I knew my skill, my experience, and my meticulous nature gave me leverage. Next morning, I ace my test and return. Larry has taken my position as rigger. He's lording it over me. At first, it feels like a vacation. I get paid almost $40 per hour to do lower stress work. But the betrayal? That burns. Visual cue. Protagonist returning. Larry smirking, subtle tension in eye contact. 3 days in, the project shuts down due to COVID. A short break. But then, emergency call. A turbine has crashed. We roll out 48 hours later, deep in Alabama. Tension is high. Stakes are real. Lives and equipment on the line. We start work. Roof of the turbine must be lifted in 2 sections. Lightweight but large. Critical equipment nearby. Typical procedure. Full body harness, tied off, slow, precise. The superintendent tells me, "Assist Larry. Do what he says." Okay. Let's see how this plays out. Visual cue. Crane lifting turbine roof, harnesses, the precarious height, industrial site ambient sounds. Larry has the roof rigged, but he makes a rookie mistake. He doesn't account for boom deflection. The crane hook is off-center. Swinging the load could damage equipment. I realize he doesn't know the roof's exact weight. I do, but I won't tell him. Let's see how this plays out. Larry asks for my opinion. I shrug. "Your show, boss." I draw my finger across my throat. He gets nervous, double-checks, still misses the critical detail. The crane starts lifting, the roof swings wildly. 2 feet off-center. heading toward an electrical control panel. I brace myself, knowing he's about to realize the danger. "Hoist up slowly," he calls. Boom! The roof jumps, swings toward the panel. Larry and I holding on like pirates in a storm. The control panel bends, components destroyed. Crew rushes out of trailers, crane operator shouting into the radio. And me? I'm smiling. Larry knows exactly what just happened. His nervousness is visible. The superintendent arrives, furious, chewing Larry out. Turns to me. "Why did you let this happen?" I shrug. "He told me what to do." The superintendent gets it. Larry is demoted. I'm reinstated. Justice served. Visual cue. Slow motion of swinging roof, industrial chaos. Larry's panic, protagonist calm, smirking. The smell of burnt insulation, metal bending, dust in the air. The adrenaline pumping through my veins. Larry's fear and frustration palpable. The weight of responsibility heavy. But I knew I had done the right thing. Letting someone overconfident expose their own incompetence can be more satisfying than any confrontation. Internally, I felt validation. Not just for me, but for the safety and integrity of the job. Skills, patience, and composure had outmatched speed, charm, and social favoritism. Visual cue. Protagonist breathing deeply, tension releases. Larry slumping, crew murmuring. Larry is demoted. I'm back in control. Work flows smoothly. The lesson? Being flashy and charming doesn't trump competence and care. I regained my role without confrontation, without drama, letting the natural consequences of recklessness do the talking. And yes, Larry and I are actually friends now. He's foreman. I rig. Mutual respect forged in fire. Literally. Visual cue. Crane lowering roof safely. Calm after storm. Handshake between protagonist and Larry. Life isn't always fair, and workplaces can be political. But skill, patience, and understanding the stakes? That's power. Sometimes, letting someone hang themselves shows more strength than trying to fight every battle. Justice doesn't always roar. It sometimes swings silently, like a turbine roof in the middle of Alabama. If you enjoyed this story of patience, skill, and poetic justice, hit like, subscribe, and share your own tales of workplace betrayal and clever revenge. Remember, respect the craft, respect the people, and sometimes, let the consequences do the talking.